Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. How do you guys feel about XRP right now? John Deaton saying, it's all about expectations. Unless we were in a full bull market led by Bitcoin, I never believed XRP would hit a new all-time high, even after a good ruling. And I said that when asked about my expectations on price, although I did expect it to break through $1, to be honest. Now, I know for a lot of us, we were expecting XRP to go much higher. And, as of the time of this recording, we are now seeing XRP price hovering now just under 63 cents per coin. I've got it here on the daily. And so, we got to manage our expectations. John Deaton here continuing by saying, but until Bitcoin breaks its all-time high, I don't expect to see anything else. He retweeted out Moon Lambo's tweet here. I think we do need to get some perspective sometimes. Year-to-date increases for the following coins. Taking a look at some of these coins, guys, just let's even take a look at the top three: Ethereum, Bitcoin, and XRP. Ethereum since January 1st has gone up 52%, Bitcoin has gone up 74%, and XRP has actually gone up. We've seen an 85% increase despite the fact that we are down now around 63 cents. So, we've got to look at the verdict, and, we were thinking about these possibilities of what could have happened, and I always like to look at it in terms of what was the best possibility, second best, third best, so on and so forth. And so, guys, obviously, the first best scenario was that XRP was going to moon and just continue moving up without stopping week after week. Obviously, we did not see that. Second best scenario, and this is kind of what I was really hoping for and really anticipating, was this, holding support at least in here before making another move to the upside. Obviously, we have not seen that. So now that we're down and around here, what is the third best possibility for XRP? And I think at this point, this is the most likely scenario here. Here, let me throw it on the 4 hour just to show you guys. Again, what I was talking about just yesterday, holding support down in and around here, 55 cents, give or take. Even if we come down in and around here, I was saying, it doesn't really matter. We're still in very, very good shape. So we could still see a move for XRP. And I know nobody wants to hear this, but realistically, we could see another 10% decline. Hit this support level, former resistance becomes new support. And that, in my opinion, would be the third best scenario. Obviously, everything after that would entail a bearish trend if we made lower lows. So lower lows would not be good. That's not what we want to see. And I doubt that that's what's going to happen considering we are in a bull market. So, looking at XRP in the micro time frame, when we look at the smaller time frames, 1 hour, 30 minutes, even the day-to-day sometimes, it feels a little disheartening, but really we have to zoom out and we have to look at the overall perspective. All the other coins are up since January 1st, and even XRP is up the most, 85% compared to Bitcoin and Ethereum. One of the other things I wanted to mention here, let me throw it back on the daily, and let me get rid of some of these things. Okay, actually, no, let me throw it back on the hourly, because that will give us a better perspective of what I want to show you guys next. So, fact of the matter is, if we do hit that 55, 56 level, we could see it somewhere in and around here, 55 to 57, I don't know. It was somewhere in and around there. What did we see over here? If we take this fractal pattern and just move it down a little bit, we did see a similar bump, a rebound, and then maybe vacillating before we do in fact hit that level of support yet again. You see how that fractal finds itself right in that level of support right in there. So, again, it's anybody's guess. Crypto Insight UK also saying, everybody's been asking me to simplify my thoughts around XRP. I think there may be a tiny bit more down, 53 to 58 cents. So again, finding ourselves in that range too. He says that is perfect. And then up from there, and then a long way up from there. No moon, no hype, just my thoughts. A lot of this too, guys, is going to depend on the bigger, the more macro level trend that we see Bitcoin trending in over the same time period. So right now, we got Bitcoin still trading in and around 29,000. It really hasn't moved much since yesterday, so still about 29,000. The market has calmed down. XRP had been the leader over the last little while, but that has calmed down as well. And considering more people put money into XRP over the last month or so, this is where we're seeing most of the crypto market take the hit because more money, proportionally is in XRP. So good news, guys, for XRP holders. We have not seen those lower lows. And the other thing I wanted to mention too, just real quick, throw that back on the daily, we did not actually come back down to levels that we saw pre-lawsuit verdict. So we're not down back in and around 47 cents. That would also not be great. It just would have been the hype, and then a complete die-off back to where we began. So we are still, even though, it's not in the 70s, 80s, we are still maintaining a fairly good XRP price. Top traders are also predicting a screaming rally for Bitcoin, so this would also bode well for XRP moving forward. He's forecasting flow of fresh capital entering the crypto space, guys. This is coming from Pentoshi here. He says every day he's checking the stablecoin market. Every day stablecoin market cap goes up. The TVL goes down. When new money? Soon. He thinks around Q1 of 2024, and that would be right before the Bitcoin halving. The Bitcoin halving is going to happen, I believe it's April 2024. Right, it says it down here, April 2024. In the meantime, the trader holds a bearish outlook on Bitcoin due to two macro headwinds. So short-term Bitcoin going down even further. Again, guys, that might bring the price of XRP back down to that 55-cent level. This is just the macro trend. This has nothing to do with fundamentals or anything, just everything moving to the beat of Bitcoin. But ultimately, though, money moving in, which would in fact see the macro trend move up at the beginning of 2024. So we're going to see some ebbs and flows in the meantime, guys. Patience, patience, patience. Sometimes coins pop, sometimes they do not. And this is, why I'm talking about diversifying, mainly because there have been some coins that have just popped out of the blue that I thought to myself, you know what? That would have been a fun little profit-taking side bag before the major bull market moves. So if you guys are interested, I'm at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel. Also happen to see this, Tether is now the 11th largest Bitcoin holder in the world. So this matters because Tether is a very, very influential player in the crypto game. Stablecoin issuer Tether has become the 11th largest Bitcoin holder in the world in a move that will spark intrigue and speculation about its ability to impact the market. Well, Tether hasn't officially disclosed its Bitcoin addresses. Tom Wan, a research analyst, said he discovered an address that potentially belongs to Tether that currently holds 55,022 Bitcoin worth over $1.6 billion. The source with direct knowledge of the matter confirmed to the block that Tether is the 11th largest Bitcoin holder. The rankings are also maintained on Dune Analytics. But guys, Tether is not confirming this. Are Tether's largest Bitcoin holdings a cause of concern? This article is asking here, while Bitcoin has been one of the best performing assets over the last decade, overexposure to the cryptocurrency could pose risks given its highly volatile nature. Here's a quote. According to Tether's statement, their Bitcoin holdings is part of their shareholder capital cushion, a liquidity cushion on top of the current market cap of all Tether's tokens. So we know Tether are 1-to-1 to the US dollar. Being a high beta asset, Bitcoin could bring a higher return for Tether and a greater downside. A less volatile asset like cash is a safer option as a liquidity cushion, according to Wan. Tether's Bitcoin holdings account for $1.67 billion, 50% of the liquidity cushion. Given that only 85% of Tether's reserves are in cash and cash equivalents, if there is a price drawdown for their other reserve assets, a less volatile liquidity cushion could favor their position. So, is it good? Is it not good? I mean, Tether has been fighting tooth and nail to kind of maintain their dominance. And also, with regards to regulation, a lot of regulators do not like that particular stablecoin. Not too sure what that outcome is going to be, though, if they will be, eventually banned. Says down here, isn't it interesting that USDT is being pressured down slightly within 10 basis points just to push the market makers to react, and then USDC, the main competitor that you would expect being gaining from the situation, is redeemed heavily nevertheless, while suddenly a competitor born 2 days ago is getting it all. Okay, this is from a tweet, so just reading the contents of that, guys. I'm going to keep moving, though. I happen to see this metric, too. Cheeky Crypto posting this. Did you know that XRP holders with over 100,000 XRP is up over 21% over the last year? And so this is a bit of a promo here from cheekycrypto.io. They do have a service that you guys can sign up for if, that's something you're interested in. This is not a paid promotion. I just thought that metric was kind of interesting, looking at this, realizing how many more people are investing in XRP now. And I think, as the lawsuit was coming to a close, we were seeing more and more people investing because they do see possibility there. The only crypto asset potentially in the US with that clarity. So I will leave these links in the description of the video for you guys if you're interested. Wanted to keep moving. Hugo Fillion has given his opinion on XRP, and the XRP community not too happy with it. I've always assumed that XRP would sell off hard after the case ended, he says. This is because the primary, but not only use case for XRP is and always has been cross-border transactions, and the primary force behind developing this market is still Ripple. Since late 2020, Ripple have been meaningfully prevented in their ability to develop this market due to regulatory uncertainty. Now Ripple have some clarity, but they are 2.5 years delayed in their work. And so, this is what Brad Garling has said, and what I've maintained too, guys. We're not seeing real world utility as soon as we had thought, especially back in 2018 and 2019. We would have been, could have been, should have been a lot further along, but because of the lawsuit, this has hindered, a lot of Ripple's American, U.S. business. In the meantime, stablecoin providers have provided a viable but high friction alternative and have been fairly successful in building out this market. I suspect Ripple will generate some success going forward in cross-border payments, especially in corridors that are traditionally understaffed by TradeFi. Progress is likely to be slower, however, due to the increased suspicion in TradeFi of crypto after SBF and all the other nonsense. So, you throw all those red herrings in the mix, and this is what we get. On the flip side, there are plenty of people working to develop new use cases for XRP in the XRP ledger, but these will take time to bear fruit. I mean, I kind of half agree with this. I don't know. Monica Long says, they were already engaging with American customers. I think Ripple has the wherewithal and the impetus to start moving ahead, barreling forward personally with the U.S. market, just because, the global market's already on board and has been on board for years now. I don't know. What do you guys think? If you have an opinion, put it down in the comment section. Mason here also bringing this up. We were talking a little bit about Algorand the other day and how the price of that token just has been decimated due to negative news. Algorand, though, and Ripple are now both service providers for the ISDA. Yesterday, I did a video on that. I'll link it up here in the top right-hand corner. But Mason here is also noticing that Algorand, also a technology company, part of the ISDA. So maybe another good opportunity for those of you guys who have not cost averaged down, or maybe want to buy some Algorand. Maybe this is your first bag. I think 10.5 cents, a great deal, not financial advice, obviously. But another great observation here. Wanted to thank Mason for posting that. Wrath of Kahneman also bringing this up with regards to the Ripple lawsuit and this particular law firm, Davis Polk. They commented on crypto regulation, recognizing XRP is not a security in nature, only in the offering. So this is coming from a specific law firm here, and the link's right here. So from this PDF, a closer look at compensating stablecoin legislative proposals, and I guess I'll link this in the description if you guys are interested in that kind of thing. But just take a look at this, okay? Any broader crypto legislation will need to address one of the most fundamental issues holding back a broad-based investment in and adoption of crypto technology: the legal classification of crypto assets. Are they securities or not? The developments in the House suggest that the Ripple ruling on July the 13th, which rejects the categorical approach favored by the SEC, may have prompted a greater sense of urgency for legislative intervention. So they are saying, look, now that we have this verdict, Congress, it's up to you to make the legislation. And we got to get this because, guys, more and more of the crypto sector is under attack. This one from Wheezy at Nerd Nation Unboxed. And this is the latest from Coinbase. The fact that they might actually delist Cardano and other tokens because of the SEC lawsuit. I mean, I was hoping that they would not. However, I mean, they've got their own reasons. They're feeling vulnerable. I don't know what it is. Coinbase, the United States' leading cryptocurrency exchange, may be required to delist 13 digital tokens, including Cardano. Let me remind you guys, this is the same thing that happened to XRP in the last bull run. And for those of you guys who hold ADA, I would be very, very aware because you might actually see something similar that happened to XRP in the last bull run if one of the most popular cryptocurrency exchanges in the US decides to delist these coins, one of the more popular ones being Cardano. We might see in the next bull run something like this, Cardano not being able to reach a new all-time high before moving back down. The SEC case alleges that these tokens, which form a small fraction of the 240 assets available on the platform, are unregistered securities. And so Brian Armstrong spoke out about this. He described the delisting of ADA and other tokens the worst case scenario, but downplayed the potential impact of such a move, suggesting that their delisting would not pose a substantial loss of revenue. Well, that's good for you, but what about for people who use your service and want to trade Cardano? So, I mean, guys, this is a funny situation. I mean, I'm just happy we're in XRP because that is now behind us. One of the only cryptocurrencies now with the regulatory clarity, but this could happen to any coin pretty much. And, this is again why I'm diversifying in this particular bull run. Not going to take any chances and certainly going to take profits based on a more organic plan that is ever evolving. A lot of my patrons are asking, well, where are your targets? Guys, this is really going to depend on where we see Bitcoin go, macro market moves. I got some ideas in mind, but this is ever changing. I mean, we were not expecting, for example, the SEC lawsuit to hinder the XRP token so much. At that point in time, we saw this, And so, if you had a stop loss set in there, you would have got stopped out, and who knows, right? Your whole fate would have been changed. I don't know. And I mean, the SEC is throwing this kind of stuff at us. We have to be very vigilant and work with what we've got. So anyway, I wanted to thank Wheezy just for posting that. Another one here from Wheezy at Nerd Nation Unboxed. XRP ledger-powered company obtains Bitcoin service provider license in El Salvador, and this has to do with Spend the Bits. So I was talking about this the other day, and I think this is going to be a great step for El Salvador for Bitcoin adoption. I mentioned this Crypto Eddie tweet yesterday. The fact that Spend the Bits is, working with the country, the entire country. This is a small Canadian company working with the country of El Salvador to be able to make Bitcoin a reality for payments quickly, being able to send it over the XRP ledger. This is going to be a game changer. I'm telling you, this is going to be a game changer for a country that, is going to see its economy shifting. They were never a big tourist destination, but that is also slowly changing. El Salvador now offering Bitcoin for transactions has obviously got the crypto community interested. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, I do hold a significant portion of Bitcoin, and I'm happy for that. I'm not a maxi one way or another, so don't judge me. But I do hold Bitcoin. I do believe in, the ideology there, even if it's not the best blockchain technology. So it's kind of the best of both worlds, right? Being able to trade Bitcoin over a superior technology, namely the XRP ledger. And this is what Spend the Bits does very, very well. So I'm happy to see that. And, one day I would like to visit El Salvador, but I would like to see how this develops before I do go visit. I mean, it'd be fun to visit anyway, but I think this could be really cool. And I think maybe more countries might even jump on board. So I wanted to thank Wheezy for posting that. Also having to see this, guys, this was pretty cool. Ripple president reacts on proposal on how Twitter can leverage XRP to pay content creators. So this was originally tweeted out by Brendan Barry here. If X wants to become the best place on the internet to earn a living. As Elon tweeted, crypto has to be on Elon's mind, and of course it is. I mean, we know his affinity for Dogecoin. Brendan goes on to say, to be the best, you can't think US only. The universe of creators needs to be paid in the currency and country of their choice. If I were a creator, this would be the top of my wish list. However, it's likely an average check for a creator will be small. After X pays the FX costs, international wire fees, etc., it could cost X more to send the funds than the actual creator's paycheck itself, especially if X didn't preposition funds in a destination market, also very capital intensive. Sounds like the XRPL could be an option here. Let me continue. Additionally, X would need to require creators to already have a bank account to get paid, etc. Traditional means of paying someone cross-border in fiat are far from instant currently, average multiple business days in many corridors. So if X were to leverage crypto to pay creators, X would be able to pay creators instantly while providing an incredible amount of currency flexibility, fiat-backed stablecoins as well as public cryptos, and he gives the examples here, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP, etc. If X really wanted to differentiate, they could pay creators immediately, 24 hours a day, through different cryptos. And that would be a game changer too. Imagine if you got paid instantaneously. You would definitely want to use a platform if you were a content creator that did that rather than waiting 2 weeks or a month. Furthermore, by partnering with others who can support crypto off-ramps, as mentioned in this article, the creators can immediately liquidate their crypto for fiat if they choose. In any country, of course. Best of all, for X, crypto would be likely a cheaper option for them to pay creators. X gets an influx of working capital, eliminating pre-funding and international wire fees, so getting rid of those Nostro and Vostro accounts, right? Something RippleNet does very, very well. And creators get real-time payments in their currency of their choice. A true win-win. Now, when posting this, the president of Ripple did comment with just one emoji here. What a bright idea. This comment from Monica Long at Monica Long SF. I mean, considering we know about the connection with Elon Musk to Ripple, is it so far-fetched? I know he's very partial to Dogecoin, but guys, if everything were to run on the XRP ledger, and I mean, Brendan's comments here sounded pretty much like a page out of the Ripple playbook, eliminating Nostro and Vostro accounts, paying people instantly, sending funds quickly without friction, all sounds to me like something that could be utilizing the XRPL. Even Monica Long thinks it's a bright idea. So what do you guys think? Tell me down in the comments what you guys think, and please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.